Let me ask you something honest. When was the last time you looked in the mirror before walking out the door and thought, yeah, I actually look good today? Not just decent, not just this'll do, actually good. For a lot of men over 40, that moment is rarer than it should be. Not because they don't care, but because nobody ever told them the rules changed. And here's the thing, they did change. What worked at 25 doesn't work the same way at 42. But that's not a problem. That's actually an opportunity. Because when you figure out how to dress for the man you are right now, the result is something younger guys genuinely can't pull off. Effortless authority. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to be that gentleman. Get the right fit. Let's start with the most important thing and the most common mistake. Fit. Not style, not color, fit. Because you could spend $500 on a pair of jeans and still look like you borrowed them from a bigger man if the fit is wrong. Here's what's happening to a lot of men over 40 right now. They're still wearing the same style of jeans they wore in their 30s, maybe even their 20s, baggy through the thigh, wide at the ankle, sitting somewhere around the hips. And they look at themselves in the mirror and something feels off, but they can't quite name it. I'll name it for you. Those jeans are shrinking you. They're making your legs look shorter, your body look wider, and your whole presence look unintentional. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you've got the guys who went too far the other way. Skinny jeans. And I get it. At some point, someone told you slim meant modern. But here's what nobody tells you. When a man over 40 squeezes into skinny jeans, he doesn't look younger. He looks like he's trying to look younger. And that's so much worse. The sweet spot, and this is what you want to remember, is a slim, straight, or tapered fit. These follow the natural line of your leg. They give you structure without restriction. They move with your body instead of fighting it. When you put on the right fit for the first time, you'll feel it immediately. Something just clicks. And while we're talking fit, don't sleep on the rise. Low-rise jeans were designed for a body type that most men over 40 don't have anymore. And that's not an insult, that's just physics. Low-rise makes your torso look longer and your legs look shorter. Mid-rise or high-rise, that's your range. It creates proportion. It creates that masculine structured silhouette that makes you look composed even when you're just running errands. One last thing on fit. Length. Get your jeans hemmed. If your denim is bunching up at the ankle like a deflated accordion, you're leaving a lot of style points on the table. The hem should just graze the top of your shoe. Clean, intentional, done. If you're finding this useful so far, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. Every week, I put out content specifically designed to help men over 40 look and feel their absolute best. No fluff, no filler, just real advice that actually works. Choose the right wash. Now that your fit is right, let's talk about color. And I want to say something here that might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful style moves you can make. Dark wash denim is a cheat code. Here's why. Dark indigo jeans sit in this incredible middle ground between casual and refined. They're relaxed enough to wear on a weekend, but sharp enough to pair with a blazer for dinner. They make your legs look leaner, they photograph well, they pair with almost everything in your wardrobe. If you own nothing else in denim, own one perfect pair of dark wash jeans. That alone will upgrade how you look by about 40%. Medium blue is your second option, slightly more relaxed, slightly more daytime, but still structured and clean when paired right. This is your Saturday afternoon jean, your lunch meeting jean, your I'm not trying too hard but I still look good jean. And then there's charcoal and dark gray denim. This is the one most men over 40 completely overlook, and it's a mistake. Dark gray jeans give you the versatility of dark blue, but with a more modern, almost architectural feel. Pair them with a camel sweater or a burgundy flannel shirt in the fall and winter, and you'll look like you have a personal stylist. You don't. You just know what colors work together. Now, here's what you want to step away from. Light wash jeans with heavy fading, ripped jeans, overly distressed denim. I'm not saying never, I'm saying not as your default. These washes read as casual in a way that's very hard to elevate. The darker the wash, the more effortlessly your jeans dress up. That's the rule. Keep it.
Upgrade your shirt game. Here's where most men accidentally undo all the good work they did on the bottom half, the shirt. Because jeans don't exist in isolation. They're in a conversation with everything else you're wearing. And if the shirt is wrong, the whole conversation falls apart. Let's start with the safe, reliable foundation. A well-fitted, button-down shirt. White, navy, or light blue. These colors sit next to dark wash denim like they were made for each other. And when I say well-fitted, I mean it. The shoulder seam should sit exactly at the edge of your shoulder, not hanging off it, not pulling tight across the back. Exactly at the edge. That one adjustment alone changes how a shirt looks on your body. Next up, and this one gets underestimated constantly, a quality polo. Not the boxy, oversized ones from the big box store. A structured polo that tapers slightly at the waist, fits clean across the shoulders, and comes in a solid neutral color. Navy, white, charcoal, olive. A polo like that with dark wash jeans and clean leather sneakers is one of the most effortlessly stylish looks a man over 40 can put together. Simple, confident, no effort apparent. For the cooler months, a merino wool sweater changes everything. Merino is lightweight, it doesn't bulk up under a coat, and it photographs like a dream. Pair a charcoal merino with dark indigo jeans and suede Chelsea boots, and you will genuinely stop people in their tracks. And then there's the move that separates the good from the great, the blazer. A well-fitted blazer over a simple shirt and jeans is one of the highest ROI style decisions a man can make. You don't need an expensive blazer, you need a fitted one. Navy, charcoal, or tan, unstructured or lightly structured so it drapes naturally over your frame. When you get this right, you stop looking like a man who got dressed and start looking like a man who made a decision. Get the shoes right. Shoes are where the whole outfit either lands or falls, and I want to give you the hierarchy clearly so you never have to guess. At the top of the pyramid, leather loafers, brown or black, penny loafers or tassel loafers. These make jeans look intentional in a way that almost nothing else can. They're not formal, they're not casual, they're just right. They're the footwear equivalent of a firm handshake. Right next to them, Chelsea boots. Sleek, minimal, no laces, clean silhouette. Suede Chelsea boots with dark jeans and a fitted sweater is a combination that works in virtually every context, from a casual Friday at the office, to a dinner date, to a weekend in the city. Then you have minimalist leather sneakers, and I want to be specific here because the word sneaker covers a lot of ground. I'm talking about clean, low-profile leather in white, gray, or navy. No chunky soles, no loud logos, no bright colors, just clean leather on a simple sole. These give you that modern edge while keeping the overall look refined.
For more dressed-up occasions, derbies or brogues. Structured, sophisticated. Pairs beautifully with a blazer and dark jeans for events where you want to look polished without going full formal. Now, here's what you leave behind. Bulky running shoes with jeans. I know they're comfortable, I know you love them, but they belong at the gym, not at dinner. Square-toe dress shoes from the early 2000s. If you still have them, let them go. They date your entire look the moment someone looks down. And sandals or flip-flops with jeans. Unless you are physically on a beach, this combination is not doing you any favors. Quick pause. If you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications. I drop new videos every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's keep going. The power of a great jacket. The right jacket doesn't just keep you warm, it completes your story. It's the punctuation at the end of the outfit sentence. And for men over 40, the jacket is where you can really express authority and confidence without saying a single word. First choice, and honestly the best choice, a well-fitted blazer. We touched on this in the shirt section, but it deserves its own moment here. The blazer is the single most powerful piece in a man's wardrobe over 40. It takes any combination of jeans and a shirt and elevates it by 2 full levels. Navy blazer, white shirt, dark jeans, loafers. That's a look that works at a business lunch, a birthday dinner, a school event, a first date. It's a universal language that says, I take myself seriously. Second, a leather or suede jacket. Now, I know some men over 40 immediately dismiss this. Isn't that for younger guys? No. A well-fitted leather jacket in black, deep brown, or tan is one of the most masculine, confident pieces a man can wear. The key word is fitted. Not oversized, not biker style with 15 zippers. Clean, simple, tailored. Wear it over a merino sweater with dark jeans and Chelsea boots, and you'll look like a man with a story worth hearing. For cold weather, a wool overcoat. This is the piece that makes people stop and look. Charcoal or camel, long enough to hit mid-thigh, worn over a sweater and dark jeans. This look carries a kind of quiet authority that nothing else replicates. You walk into a room in a camel overcoat over dark denim, and people assume you know what you're doing. And the beautiful thing is, now you do. What to avoid? Oversized puffer jackets with jeans. They make the bottom half of your outfit disappear. If you need warmth, go wool coat or a sleek quilted jacket. Keep the silhouette clean. Accessories that make the difference. Here is a truth about style that most people don't talk about. The difference between a man who looks good and a man who looks great is almost never the big pieces. It's the small ones, the details, the things people notice without knowing they're noticing them. Start with your belt. If you're wearing jeans, your belt should be leather. Brown with brown shoes, black with black shoes. That rule is not complicated, but you would be surprised how many men ignore it. And keep it slim. A thick, oversized belt reads as dated. A slim, classic leather belt reads as refined. Your watch. This is the one accessory that more than any other tells a story about who you are. And here's what I want you to hear clearly. It is not about how much you spent. A well-designed watch at any price point, worn with confidence and intention, looks better than an expensive watch thrown on carelessly. Leather strap for a more classic look, metal bracelet for something more modern. Either works. Just wear it like you mean it. Sunglasses. The classic shapes, aviators, wayfarers, tortoiseshell frames, these exist because they work on almost every face shape. They're timeless for a reason. Avoid the sporty wraparound styles with jeans. They belong on the golf course, not at brunch. And if you're wearing a blazer, consider a pocket square. It doesn't have to be elaborate. A simple white linen fold is enough. It shows attention to detail. It shows that you thought about this. And in a world where most men throw on whatever's clean, that kind of intentionality is genuinely rare and genuinely noticed. Tucking versus untucking. This one small decision affects your entire silhouette, and most men have never been given a clear rule on it. So, here it is. If you're wearing a button-down with a blazer or structured jacket, tuck it in, always. It defines your waist, creates a clean line, and makes the whole outfit look considered. The French tuck, where just the front is tucked while the back hangs free, works beautifully with casual button-downs, polos, and lightweight sweaters. It's relaxed, but it still has shape. If you're wearing a polo, a Henley, or a fitted sweater, leave it out. But here's the rule that nobody tells you. The hem of that untucked shirt should hit no lower than 2 inches below your waistband. Any longer and it stops looking casual and starts looking like you couldn't find your pants. The principle is simple. Tuck what's formal, leave out what's casual, but always, always make sure the length is right. The best jeans for men over 40. Let's bring it all together with the actual denim. Because everything we've talked about only works if you start with the right pair of jeans. Fit first, slim straight or tapered, mid to high rise, hemmed to just above the shoe. You know this already. For wash, dark indigo is your anchor piece. Every man over 40 should own one perfect pair of dark wash jeans. Medium blue is your secondary. Charcoal is your secret weapon. If comfort matters to you, and it should, look for a 2 to 3% elastane blend. A small amount of stretch doesn't make jeans look casual, it makes them feel like they were made for your body. Once you try it, you won't go back to rigid denim. For brands, Levi's 511 or 502 if you want quality without overthinking the price. AG jeans or Ralph Lauren if you want to step up in fabric and construction. And if you want to invest in something truly exceptional, Brunello Cucinelli makes denim that wears like a second skin and lasts for years. Before I wrap this up, I want to hear from you. What's the one part of your style that you feel most stuck on right now? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and your question might just become my next video. Here's what I really want to leave you with, because this isn't just about jeans, it's about something bigger. When you dress with intention, when you make deliberate choices about how you show up, something shifts, not just in how other people see you, in how you see yourself. You walk differently, you speak differently, you take up space differently. Men over 40 have something that no amount of money or youth can buy. They have presence, they have weight, they have a life that shows in how they carry themselves. The right clothes don't create that, they just stop hiding it. So go to your closet tonight, pull out your jeans, try on a pair with the right fit, the right wash, and the right shoes. Look in the mirror and notice the difference. That's the man who was always there. You just needed to dress like him. If this video gave you even one thing you're going to use, share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And if you're new here, subscribe, because this is only the beginning of what we're building together. I'll see you in the next one.